with Air Force Coach Sam Barber here at the Academy, getting ready for the NCAA Championships. You guys take off tomorrow, I'm told, huh?
Yep, take off tomorrow, 11:40. I think as soon as the brackets came out, I was ready to go. So I think that was at that point I was ready to hit the road and head to Tulsa.
Yeah, you bring 5 guys, which is a nice group for you. Talk a little bit about the kids that are going to be wrestling this weekend, and and what fans can expect to see from Air Force.
Well, so 5 guys is a big deal for us. We have, this is the first time we've taken 5 guys since 1991, and 1991 is a big year in our program. It's the first time that any team in the Air Force Academy, all sports, have won an outright conference championship. And those guys are the WAC conference champions. In 1991, they took 5 guys, and that group of guys they're at the core of our supporter too, and our alumni. So driving the support, for our team, and they're going to be there. So 5 guys for us it's a big deal because it's something we haven't done in a long time. But this team has really been a great team to coach. They're highly motivated, intrinsically motivated. They're high-level guys. They like to compete hard. So I think what you see, and I think what people talk about when they see Air Force guys, even in the Big 12, is like, gosh, those guys fight hard. Man, they compete hard. Those guys score points. They're fun to watch. They're exciting. So I think you're going to see the same thing at NCAA. Is you're going to see our guys are going to be able to go out and put their work on display just like they have all year long and produce some really high-level results. 9 of our 10 guys this year had ranked wins. We got wins over All-Americans from anywhere from in conference champions from 125 with Tucker Owens as a freshman to Cody Fippen, who's also had some great wins this year. Dylan Martinez, a win over Abbas, who's an All-American. Sam Wolf has a win over Demetrius Romero, who's All-American. And Wyatt Hendrickson has some really high-level results this year too. So these 5 guys, they're in this tournament, and it doesn't matter where they're seated. They're going to be tough draws for anybody.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Wyatt. Obviously a number 2 seed, and somebody who last year, a lot of people, including himself, and you thought he was going to be able to get on the podium. And this year, man, he's coming in with a whole lot of momentum. Considered most dominant wrestler in Division I wrestling right now. What was his year like, and what kind of things will the fans see when Wyatt's wrestling?
I think with Wyatt, the last 2 experiences the NCAAs have been learning experiences for him, and I think he's been capable since his freshman year to be in the top 8. But there was just some critical lessons and some things he had to figure out about how to approach this event, how to approach his wrestling in this event. And I think he's, obviously he's there, right? I think he's shown in some matches this year that he's just a different athlete. He has multiple different ways to score in all 3 positions. He manages matches better, so that he's efficient with his attacks and with his energy system. So he's fun to watch. With all that being said, he's still going to be a guy that attacks hard and tries to score points, and he's going to try and he's always going to work for the pin, right? He's got 14 pins on the year. He doesn't go out and wrestle conservatively in that area. Like, he's going to go out and try to score as many points as he can. He's going to try and dominate every single guy, and it doesn't matter what event it is, what match it is, and what's on the line. So I'm excited for him, this year to go out and have it all come together. Have it, have a 1 point at a time, 1 match at a time, 1 position at a time mentality, and watch him wrestle through the tournament.
That'll be a lot of fun. Obviously, Big 12 was a tough tournament. What's your takeaway as a coach in a program from that event?
Well, I think it's obviously it is a tough tournament, right? And we don't look like anybody else in that conference. There's nobody else that takes 18 to 21 credit hours and has leadership responsibilities on top of it. All right, nobody there raised their right hand and decided to defend the Constitution. So we're just, we're very, very different than the other teams in that Big 12 conference. But I think it's critical for us to have to go through that type of experience and that type of competition for us to be able to compete at a high level at the NCAAs. You have to wrestle in an event like that, and you have to wrestle and feel that level of competition throughout the year. So the Big 12 has been a real positive thing for us in allowing us access to high-level matches, high-level competitors. It's allowed us to, kind of like speed up our growth and development as a program and as athletes. And if you can compete in the Big 12 tournament, you can get on the podium there, you can get on the podium in NCAAs.
So, and I was talking to your athletes, and a lot of them talked about just how the culture here has really got them in a position where they can do high-level achievements, and obviously gave a lot of credit to the coaching staff, but also to their teammates. Talk about this group of men, because they're doing some great things.
Yeah, I do think that we've kind of hit critical mass as far as like, hey, what does it look like? Like if we're gonna have a great culture, it has to show up in everything we do, right? It has to show up in how we pursue academics, excellence there, how we show up in leading the squadron, and then how we compete on the mat. So I think we just got a team full of guys that have bought into that idea that they just want to be the best they can be at everything that they do, and you don't have to do that all at one time, right? It's like when you show up in the classroom, whatever that class is for the day, you give your best effort and you try to be the best version of yourself there. When you get in the squadron and you get a chance to lead in the squadron, same thing. You just try to be the best leader you can that day and that time in the squadron. And then when you come down here for 2 hours a day, you be the best version of yourself as you can on a wrestling mat. So I think that piece of it is like not allowing our circumstances to be bigger our goals or our mission. This is a tough place, but that doesn't outweigh the opportunities that we have here and the resources we have to support the guys being great. And the team, they just show up for each other. That's their mantra is band of birds, and it's this idea of they're this tight-knit group of people that they show up for each other. They show up for each other on and off the mat, and whatever you need. 1 second here.
Breathe.
Well,
hey guys.
hey, listen, we like music.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, that's good. We're going to go with it. No big deal.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, has it been a long season or a short one? Has this group kind of plowed through? I mean, being successful
It's been
along
a
the
good
way?
season. I think it's just, it's a process, right? It's with the season we've had, it's a tough schedule. So you have to get up every week and every time, and within that, it's not only the teams, but there's really good individuals as well that we compete against. So, and with every team in the country, what you're seeing is that like this is a tough sport, and you got to be a tough guy to be in it, right? So keeping your guys healthy, that's been a challenge for every team in the country. We've had the same challenge. So being able, I think in our schedule this year, 15 dates of competition, we've had our top 10 guys in the lineup 3 times.
Well, but you've got a good group going this week, right?
Yeah, we got a good group. 8-5 in dual meets this year. Again, that's one of our better years. 6 wins over Division I teams. A win over Cal Poly, who won the Pac-12. A win over Wyoming, who we haven't beaten in 15 years. So there's been a lot of great momentum and a lot of just us doing really well this year as a group and a team.
Well, we look forward to seeing them out there, and congratulations and best of wishes to you and the team this weekend.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.